Welcome to the Temple of Tomes. I'm your host, Indie Comics Jones. I hope you guys are doing great today. This is episode number 13. It's a Friday, thank God, May 29th, 2020. I'm doing real good. I love Fridays. It means I've got some time off for at least the next couple days because I am keeping the day job. And here I am back at the old drawing board with another comic review for you. Before I get started, I just want to say that I know I'm copying the style of Comics Matter quite a bit when I'm doing these I'm just using the phone as my camera, and hope you don't mind too much. I'm not I really love Comics Matters, and I just think he doesn't script it, he just goes for it, and I'm trying to be the same way. I'm trying to get better at this, and hopefully I am. I think I have improved. I'm getting a little more comfortable doing these. The comic we're going to look at today is, this is actually finished up. It's Images, The Warning, and it's by Ed Laroche, and he did the art, the writing, he's the creator. Get a little higher on here. And then Brad Simpson did the colors on this, on all these. The funny thing about this series actually ended, I believe, back in June of 2019 at issue 10. I didn't know it had finished. Was reading them all, and it didn't really seem like an ending for me, and I kept waiting for the last issues to come out, and they just never did. I don't think this comic really caught on as much as perhaps they wanted. The first issue only was ordered for about 9,000 copies. The next issue, the second issue, fell all the way down to 5,000 copies, and then it seemed to tumble 1,000 each month, finally leveling out at 2,000 over the last 3 to 5 copies. So not a big seller by any means, and I thought it was pretty interesting. To me, it was kind of a cross between Cloverfield, Battle for Los Angeles, and the movie Skyline, the low-budget alien movie Skyline. Kind of like all those things put together. It is in the future. It's not present day. There's enhanced soldiers. There's a lot of equipment, military equipment that you wouldn't see in today's army, and some you would. But basically, it's about Earth getting invaded, and it's ground zero is Los Angeles. So anyway, I just want to show you the covers. I just noticed this, that each one of the covers is actually a full page or a double spread photo, or a cover, I shouldn't say photo. And there are 10 issues, and they're all like that. Oops. Get that one perched a little better. You can see this one's got the futuristic type things. Now, I didn't love this comic. I kept waiting for it to develop more. There's not a lot of character development, and I thought that was going to come later in some of the other issues, but it really doesn't. And that's one of the reasons I don't think I even realized it was over. As far as the coloring in it, I don't really care for the colorist's work on this one. I know it's very experimental, and it is an artist's book. More than for the mainstream, but as you can see, the colors are very, very kind of muted, and nothing really stands out too much, and they just kind of keep a theme through the whole series. Not very interesting. This is one of the head alien right there that kind of plays a more important part in the later issues. It wasn't easy to follow. I wish it was a little bit more straightforward. And like I said, I really wished it would have had some character development, but unfortunately, it was lacking. So I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I might. But that's the way it goes sometimes with these. You just take a chance, and then you blow your $40. Then you wonder what happened. Where did it all go? This was the final issue here. Yeah, it's a showdown between one of the... sorry, everything's kind of slipping. I'm trying to show everything at once. It's a showdown between the enhanced soldier there on the right, and the alien's not even on there. And they show some other enhanced soldier earlier on, and she just kind of disappears at the end. But you kind of see like the color work. I'm sorry being so jerky around here. There's the main adversary right there. Nothing really great. The art is just, it's not my style. I don't really like this. It's it's devoid of backgrounds for the most part through the whole thing. As you can see, there's not a lot of detail in it, and it's very stylistically drawn. There's times where that anatomy isn't correct, but it's just part of the whole style of the book, and it stays pretty consistent through the whole series. Can I recommend this? If you like the style of art, you might like this book. If you like to add in your own thoughts about what's going on, you might like this book. If you need something more straightforward that has a better, like a more easier to understand narrative, I would skip it, honestly. This, like I said, this ended about halfway through last year, 2019, and there's supposed to be a sequel coming, The Warning, Scirocco Strikes, and I'm not sure if it's got a date on there. It just says 15 years after The Warning, so it's still in the future, obviously, since this warning took place in the future. So didn't love it, but it was kind of interesting at times. And who doesn't love, yeah, this is a double cover, and they kind of wasted. There's like nothing really on the back, so unfortunately. I don't recommend this one unless you're really into this kind of artwork and really sort of bizarre sci-fi stories. But that's the way it goes sometimes. I'm hoping that something else will come out soon. I'm waiting for the final issue of Rowan Island, and I think there's one more that Death or Glory, excuse me. Those are both, I think, coming up on their final issues, and hopefully those series will wrap up. I'm looking for new series, so if you know something that's coming out that looks good, just put in the comments. I know I'm not getting a lot of views yet, but hopefully things will pick up. Maybe I'll be discovered. But you guys take care. Have a great weekend. If you see this later, have a great year. Hopefully we'll be out of this lockdown and shutdowns and all the other stuff that's been going on. It's been kind of slowing life down for the most part. Take care. This is Indie Comics Jones from the Temple of Tomes. Good night.